Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, and today we have a special edition of Blogs with Boilon Friday. And I'm going to say right now, and warning that there is going to be salt ahead. Also, I'm having some technical difficulties with my camera, so my apologies for not being on here, because I really wanted to show you and showcase my frustration with Marvel Strike Force right now. I can't say how disappointed I am with the game right now, and you're going to find out when we talk about what's coming up next. But first off, we need to kind of address the elephant in the room, and that is the Nova trials. Okay, you know, like yeah, there's a whole slew of fucking bugs, you know, and it's just I am kind of really tired of it. I ended up getting stuck, actually, on difficulty 8 node 7 as a result of a current bug. I'm going to have to redo this at a later time. Now, this, I should probably clarify for people who aren't following. There is the milestones here that you can get just now, and so if you want to take advantage of the bugged packs, which is the global bio one, we'll talk about that as well, you can go ahead and do this, but there is no leaderboard. The leaderboard, I don't know, is going to come back later on. There's going to be a second event thing where you can run that, and you'll be able to get on the leaderboard there, but as of right now, there is no rank rewards, no red stars for Nova coming, so I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's a frank, it's just, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. So let's go on. I'll talk about this one here. It is this biocharged pact. All bio characters spawn with full speed bar and ability. It's super wonky and it's super messed up, but it might allow you to be able to clear the milestones, some milestones that you may have not been able to do before. I want to show you an example of why my game is stuck though. And so this is a recording on my phone that I did, because this is exactly what's happening. Every single time that I load up the game, doesn't matter who I bring in, Captain Carter, because I finished the node, I died, and then I finished the node with Captain Carter being left up, I guess, before the Darkhold spawns. And as you can see, I just get wrecked by Captain Carter because she takes 5 turns every single time. There's nothing I can do about it. Every single time I load this up, she gets her ult, which does a shit ton of damage, by the way, on difficulty 8, and then she gets all of her other attacks, and then she eventually gets another ult and basically just finishes off by killing all of my team members. Doesn't really matter who I'm using. Now, anyways, why can't they give us a viable working product of a game? Really, at this point in time, it's just so frustrating that this even is a thing. And I realize that I've already been talking for 2.5 minutes about how such a buggy goddamn mess that this game is. And it's just flat out embarrassing that it makes me... I'm not going to be covering any content regarding Nova going forward until they fix this. You know, and my apologies. Go see Dorky Dad. I believe he's covered, you know, the main issues of the bugs and how you can get ahead on that before they release the second version of the event that's hopefully going to be fixed. But honestly, all of these just make me realize that I'm just losing my motivation to cover this game. As some of you may know, that I have started a second side channel, which is now monetized. Thank you, everyone who has supported that, for Lord of the Rings, Heroes of Middle-earth. The game is in its infancy, but I'm, you know, enjoying the fact that it's, you know, something different, just breathing some fresh air. And yeah, I'm just really losing my patience with Marvel Strike Force. So I'm not going to go over the blog post. There's a separate blog post here about the issues with relations to the Nova trials. But now let's talk about this. Before we get to the blog, the Nova Awakened abilities. Apparently, this came out just before the real blog post, telling us that Nova is going to get awakened abilities, just like the Horseman did. Now, you can read all the stuff here. They're just making him stronger, right? And they have this for 3 abilities. So his passive, Human Rocket, I believe Cosmic Beam is his basic, and then Nova Blast, which is his ult. So you can read all about it here, and it's in War Offense specifically, designed to, I guess, for counters, to counter Nowhere on defense. Absolutely insane. But anyways, let's take a look at this, because this is what I care about. Materials for these abilities will be available in the special Nova Overloaded Orb, which can be purchased for power cores, or get 2 times the value through limited time offers. Yes, they are going to be a completely pay-to-win option for you to get awakened abilities. They have never done this before, because they had the sagas, right, for the Horseman characters. Now, you can buy your way to victory with Nova and the Nowhere team. Congratulations, Scopely. You've hit an all-time low with me. As an Apex War team, Nowhere is designed to be dominant while on offense and defense in Alliance War. In reviewing frustrations in mirror matches with previous Apex War teams like Gamma, these awakened abilities have been designed to help mitigate that friction. The awakened abilities will appear next week. So be sure to get your best scores in the Nova trial in this buggy fucking shitfest of a cesspool of a game that we call Marvel Strike Force. Alright, so that's the first 5 minutes. That's where most of my salt is going to be. We'll see if there's any more coming in the blog, because I'm just, yeah, I'm not having it today, because they can't seem to give us a viable product. They make so much money, and they shit the bed every time they turn around. I would actually go as far as saying that I haven't really been that salty over the last few weeks, in my opinion. But yeah, this really takes the cake, and it's just really frustrated me. So now I guess they're changing the way that they're showing the events to us now. They're just kind of like highlighting it all at the top, and then we'll see more down below. May 21st, we have an Orb Blitz. Well, I mean, I guess that's just that. I suppose that's appropriate. It's just the premium orbs and the red stars now. They just call it Orb Blitz. May 22nd, we have the Nowhere Siege. That's the war event with the Black Order buffs. That's coming on May the 22nd, which is going to be on Monday. So that's starting then, which is basically a war season, more or less. Trials and Tribulations. This is an Alliance event, I believe. We'll see that down below, hopefully, as well. May 23rd, Out of This World. I open event orbs. Man, I don't even... There's so much shit coming at us. This doesn't even do me anything. Like, I need to see the tables to actually remember what things are. Escape Velocity, Web Milestone. These are probably a main event. So 23rd, that's going to be on Tuesday. So I guess I'll have an event video for this on Monday, probably. Incursion Raids. Wow, we finally have a date for incursion raids, but actually, you know what? I actually care less, honestly. Now, raids is one of my main priorities, and what I have fun in this game. But I guess on the backdrop of all of the shit that's going down in Marvel Strike Force, that I just have a hard time, getting excited. But hey, we're gonna have that on Wednesday. I'm just looking at my calendar, and then Chaos Theory next Friday. And this is Quick Rumble, and I have no idea what this is, but some sort of training orb thing. Great. Sounds great. Okay, let's actually take a look at the event. Out of This World. Sorry, yeah, that's the Gwenpool event. I don't know why I didn't remember that. So Gwenpool, that Out of This World, that was May 23rd. Okay, so that's going to be starting next week. So this is the Gwenpool free-to-play event. And I guess the good news is, hopefully, that maybe you'll have a chance, if you want to anyways, you'll have a chance to unlock Gwenpool to use maybe in the Nova Trials, but you don't really need her. That being said, she'll be available. Recruit a 3-star Gwenpool. Okay, so that tells me all I need to know is that really we're just getting like 100 shards or 100 and a bit. So we'll find that down below. 2 fronts, raids and orb opening. They're just being very clear about this, that there's going to be an orb opening. Limited points will be rewarded for deploying your forces in raid battle and utilizing gold to open your oh my god, this is Captain Carter all over again. This is Captain Carter all over again. Available in our supply points. So you're going to open gold. You're going to spend gold to open orbs, which will give you points. Good God. Okay, well, let's just move on to the... maybe there's some interesting information in here, but realistically what I care about is the table. So, let's open this. Out of This World. That's a pretty big chart. Let's scroll down quickly to the bottom, though. So, there is going to be a leaderboard, no surprise there, with Dark Promotion Creds and Gwenpool Shards. I don't know if Captain Carter was like that or not, but there was a few other characters that we had in the past that gave out shards, so it is what it is. I guess you get like 25 Gwenpool shards for 3 to 10%, 35 for 1 to 2%, and there's the orbs here, but it doesn't say, and those are a lot of points. It doesn't really, there's no limits on these ones, so you can spend as much gold as you want, which is super great because I have like no gold, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I have like no gold, so great, like I'm gonna get fucked on this event as well, Happy days, happy days. Let's see how much we need though, and how many shards are available. So let's start at the top. We need 100 shards for Gwen. Actually, you know what? How many shards is Gwen? No, she's 100 shards, right? Yeah, she is 100. I don't know what I was talking about. So we need 95 because we got 5 for free. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 45, 60. Scroll down. 80, 100. Okay, so we need 21 million points. Over here, this line here. 21 million points to get Gwenpool unlocked free to play. There is also additional 40 shards in here, so it's actually 140 shards that you hypothetically could get. But let's be real, these are probably really, really hard to get. And with the leaderboard, maybe you would get 4-star. Okay, so you do get a limit of 10.2 million points from raid battles. We need, what was it? 21 million, right? To get the unlock. So we need to get 10 million points through these. My guess is I'm probably not going to have enough gold to get her unlocked, but we'll see. You know, we don't know what the cost of these are in gold yet, so it's going to be very hard for me to do math videos on this, unless there's another web milestone. Maybe that bridges the gap, actually, the escape velocity. It may actually. Let's open this up again. So we get 1 campaign energy, so we can do 1,000. So maybe it will, actually. So that's 3.3 million points times by 6 days. That's off the top of my head. I think about 18, 19 million points. So yeah, that actually might. So maybe we don't have to spend gold to unlock a free-to-play, which is fine. Thank you. Thank you, Scopely, for not making this a complete disaster. So that might give you, what did I say, about 29, maybe 30 million points. So you might, yeah, you'll get her unlocked, but you'll have to spend gold if you want to get more than this. So keep that in mind there. Okay, let's go on. Trials and Tribulations. What's this again? Is this Cosmic Crucible? I think it is. Yeah, win Cosmic Crucible battle. So Season 3, I guess, will be coming back our way pretty soon. I believe this is an Alliance-based. It is. So is this coming out on Monday? It sure is, because it says 22nd. So I guess Season 3 is starting on Monday. That's basically what they've confirmed there. And let's go down. Milky Way, that's Quick Rumble with Masters of Evil. All right, great. Geared for Glory. Incoming Gear Tier 18. Okay. What do we need to do to score for this? Play war battles and open training orbs. 7-day event. There is going to be a leaderboard. The leaderboard contains top 1% G18 minis and more. You can see it down here if you can expand it later if you want to look at it. And Blue 5 Islands, because they love to give Blue 5 Islands on the leaderboard. So Recruit Corps, we'll go back to that. Geared for Glory. So again, is there any... there's some DD6 countdown orbs in here, but there actually isn't any... I don't see any G18 minis actually in here, so it's leaderboard only. Great. Thanks, Scopely. Not surprised. Recruit Korg. Okay, he's going to have an offer on May the 22nd, which is going to be next week as well. Don't really care about that. That's pay-to-win nonsense. Cosmic Crucible Season 3. Again, starting Monday. Not surprised. It's going to be shit. Incursion Raid. This is the only good thing. And that's going to be on May the 24th. Next week. So I'll have something to talk about then. And, give it a shake and see what happens. I might even manual play, who knows. But we'll give a better look to that coming up over the next little while. All may enter, only the strong survive. If your alliance can tackle any of the Doom raids, you should be fit for the Incursion Raid. And just like our other raids, the Incursion Raid features a raid difficulty selector with 6 additional difficulties after the base difficulty that'll crank up the stats of the enemies. No hard requirements to enter the raid. Honestly shocking. But we do recommend the following for each character. Geared 90, G15, Blue ISO 5, okay, yada yada yada. So level 90, basically 90 G16 in my opinion. That's probably where they're recommending. Raid lanes, we knew this. Biotech skill, Mystic Mutant. Oh, hold on. The lanes will possess combat modifiers that'll apply to all of the nodes in that lane and will affect either enemies or player characters. Some characters will thrive among these modifiers, which means you'll have to call upon a specific team. Right, so they're going to be like, you have to use Rebirth. You have to use Invaders. You have to, Invaders. You have to use whatever. That's what they're going to do. Theorycraft a squad my ass. They're probably going to force you into a specific team. The choice is yours. It probably isn't, but hey, we'll see when the raids go live. So, they're actually telling us some of these things, but I'm just waiting for the callouts, honestly. Are these the scourges that they were talking about that you can apply for like higher difficulties? Is this it? Skill lane. Protector's Blast. There's a lot here, so I'm not going to go through this entirely right now. We might have a separate video on this discussing it. Apocalypse. Jesus. Here's the lane makeup, though. This is pretty interesting because it looks like over here on this side, there's like one small lane. And then over here, it's like one large map. Oh, wait, no, it like ends over here. Are there like multiple start positions? I'm actually quite lost. One here in the middle, one over here, and then one down here. Like a small one for 2 people. This might be for 4, and like this is, I have no idea. 3, 3, 3, 3 or something like that. It is super wonky. And it does end up in a different direction because you see that the mutant kind of like ends off at the end there. Super strange. But we start off with like mutant on these 2. Maybe, you know what? Maybe this one starts up here, in fact. I don't know. Have no idea what's going on. We'll find out on Wednesday when this goes live. And there's some sort of like last boss up here. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Crazy. And I think for rewards, we kind of knew that Gear Tier 18 was going to be the thing. So that's going to be one way to get Gear Tier 18, of course. And then probably more of the Gear 17 orbs. So I can really scoop up gold, orange gear raid, blah, 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 blah. I mean, unless it's significant gold, I don't really care that much. The end of season rewards will set your roster ablaze with T2 ISO 8 credits, orange elite fragments, teal gear, okay, and armory orb 18. Sure. Okay, we'll take a look at that when we can, when it's actually in the game. Strike Pass, we have Iron Fist World War II. He was a Blitz character, so if you weren't able to pick him up, then great. Brawn Blitz. Wow, they're not actually doing the Hulk. While the final poll shows the most votes for Hulk, those were illegitimate. Right? We kind of heard about that with the Blitz, or sorry, with the bots. Kang finally going into the orbs with Iron Fist, so they didn't actually forget about Kang. Be on the lookout for an inbox alerting about Kang. They actually legitimately just wanted to delay this. Dagger and Bishop out of the Mega Orbs. Firestar coming soon into the Elite Store. Free Claim Friday. And of course, what is it, everybody? This whole video is subject to change. The blog post, always subject to change. There's a lot in here. And we'll have to break this down in separate videos, I think, especially when it comes to the incursion raid, which should be a little bit more exciting to talk about because that's kind of the things that I like to do. But yes, I'm still really unhappy with where the game sits right now. I think that the fact that they screw up time after time after time after time, and we let that slide, it's getting a bit much, for lack of better words. And I'm getting a bit exhausted, I'll tell you. So, you know, I'm going to try and cover some more videos over the weekend and into next week. I'll be sure to at least get the event videos done. But my patience with Scopely and Boundless is definitely wearing thin. Let me know all about that in the comments down below. How are you feeling about the game right now? How are you feeling with their constant mess-ups and screw-ups for the player base? Oh, let's not forget the Invader rewards, the incursion thing, the event. That we didn't get a blue 5 ions. That's not happening. So they constantly find ways to bend the player base over time and time again. In some instances, it benefits the players, but oftentimes it does not overall, in my opinion. That's just me. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, though. And until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.